So I would like to invite our founder, spiritual leader and director, Dr. Krishna Kumar, and he's going to give us all the Navaratri function information. And he's going to talk about a lot more information for us, and those will be more interesting. So please be silent, maintain silence, and you can get a lot more by that way. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening. Today is a very auspicious day, Vaishnavi Ambika Samankaram today. So it's a great pleasure for me to share with you some of the information which I am free to know, and I want to share with you whatever Divine Mother gives us, we share with you, so it is given for you. Divine Mother said many times to me, whoever comes to me in my house, that means it's her house. She built it, she planned it, we executed it. So it's her house. We are here as her guests. That is a tremendous opportunity. That means she will do everything possible for us to get the maximum benefit. And as you all know, our mission is very significant, to share Divine Mother's grace with humanity. Each one of us, we are given the mission, and we will execute the mission. You will execute the mission, and you will get tremendous benefit from that. It's a great mission. That means she is assuring us we will have a grace. Otherwise, how could we share? So she already said that we will have a grace. Otherwise, she did not ask us to have that as a mission statement. So we will get the grace and we will share. That's the biggest opportunity, and you'll see later on why it's a tremendous boon. Maharishi's asked for it, and she has granted it. But you have to get the grace. So all this information I am going to share with you will lead us towards it. Look at the second aspect of it, very, very significant. So that humanity can explore and experience. Try to understand. Explore and experiencing divine is something phenomenal. Most of us, most of humanity doesn't even know. There is a world out there, there's a divine out there who is in us, and we don't have that knowledge. Now, she's telling us, tell them what they can do so they can know me, get my grace. More than that, they can explore and experience me. That is a very profound statement. Exploring, experience is almost impossible. Vashishta Maharishi, he asked for that. With great difficulty he got it. And here, she's asking us to do it. That means it will happen. Those who come here to her house and follow the information she has given will get the grace, and they will be able to explore and experience. To do that, you have to have a certain level of growth, and she will grant us that. That means your Kundalini will be awakened. You will be able to stand the intense energy, intense ability to be able to explore the highest divine. It's like exploring trillion degree temperature, but she will give us that. Depends on what we do to take what she said she will give, and she will give. And you will see what I mean by that. So that is a boon Maharishi Vashishta asked and got, and it's not given to anyone for a very obvious reason. There's a very high intense energy. He cannot explore. In fact, when he went to Mahakali, he went to everyone, many devatas, and Mahakali said, don't even think of it, because you would not exist as you are, separate from us. And Rama is coming. All this happens hundreds of thousands of years ago. So here we are sitting and thinking 20,000, 30,000 years ago this Maharishi is very clear. It cannot be. The Trita Yuga is when Rama comes. So she's telling Vashishta, you have to be alive, you have to be around with your own conscience, with your own personality, so that you can teach Rama, impact the wisdom I want you to impart him. So understand the significance of time frame. It's a long ago, hundreds of thousands of years ago, different yuga. And of course, she denied him. She said, no, you cannot, don't even think of it. Then with kindness, Mahasaraswati comes in. And she takes him on a very auspicious day to Vaikuntha. where he sees creation and was shocked, but he was given the opportunity to explore and experience, and I won't go any more in depth about that. I just want the reference frame, so when I say it, you will be with me. See, we have 5 koshas. We all know Annamaya kosha is food dependent. Then there's a pranamaya, that is life. Prana is a life force. It is abstract. There is no anatomical description. Manomaya, again, mind. There is no abstract. Only Annamaya kosha has. Vijnanamaya is a higher mind, meaning the intellectual, spiritual aspect of the mind. Mind is a being, yes. You observe, you sense, you feel, you understand. But mind has to work to reach that stage where it really knows the meaning of what we observe. That is Vijnanamaya. That means it has to be a higher level, higher mind, spiritual mind, buddhi, whatever you want to call it. Then you reach, once you go through the spaces, understand them, then you go to Anandamaya. There is a part of self-realization. That is what Mother promises. I will grant my children Atmajnana and Brahma Vidya. And the next hour, hopefully, you'll get a lot more out of the statement. Atmajnana and Brahma Vidya. There are 2 more. They are usually not classed as a kosha, but they are real. Once you go to the Atmic level, there are many components of Atman. It's not one component. It's not just one component. It has a shell, outer Atman and inner Atman. Each lifetime, depending on what we perform, that changes. That's moldable part of our Atman. Atman is a self part of Divine Mother. That's the only thing which is real, Atman, our soul. But it is moldable. That shell changes depending, and it carries some of that in the next life. That's vasanas. Our life is dependent on certain vasanas. We will carry that life. So that becomes a part of the Atman. So it changes. Unlike what we think, Atman is permanent, it is part of divine, it doesn't change. No, it does. It should, and it would. It's very logical. Each lifetime, you learn something, you carry some vasana, otherwise there won't be next life. And we'll all have next life, simply because the karma is what conducts the life. There will be some residual, and you keep on bringing it and burning the karma. And buddhi, in a way, is Vijnanamaya kosha, but it's a result of what the observations experience that Vijnanamaya has. The result of the observation, the conclusion, or the theory becomes a fact. That would be something like that. I'm not explaining it simply or clearly, it is something like that. But we don't include that as 5 kosha. This is part of the Atmic entity. The ego, that is ahamkara. I am me. I separated myself. If I don't, then I become part of her. I won't exist as a separate entity. So that is my awareness of me being separate. That's the ego. And that's a part of causal body. It's a gross body. The subtle body, which is mind, intellect, my personality, which is abstract. That's a subtle body. And that is me. You know me as a subtle body, although you see me in a gross body. Then there's a causal body. The causal body is the cause of me. That is part of Atman, the causal body. Why can't I have a good mind? Okay, this is a term. I'm just giving it to you to contemplate on and think of. Now we know Atman. Atman is a causal body. That is from Mother. That is Purusha. Prakriti, as everything else is Prakriti. The whole universe, the knowledge, the wisdom, everything else except Atman is Prakriti. Atman is Purusha. I just want to put some guideline, some relativity so you can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the transcendent divine aspect is the two being. Immanent aspect of it, which is divine. Lalita Tripura Sundari would be that. Immanent stays with me in this life. The transcendent aspect would be Adi Parashakti. She would be the transcendent aspect. She goes through me, doesn't stay with me, she improves me. She solidifies me, she makes me understand. But Lalita Raja Devi stays with me and makes me grow depending on what I am worth. So the transcendent and the permanent aspect. So anything else is Prakriti, the physical universe, all the knowledge, anything else except the Atman is Prakriti. Won't come from Divine Mother Mahamaya. But we use Prakriti and it manifests with three gunas. Anything in Prakriti will have Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Tamasic aspect will be related to Mahakali, Rajasic aspect will be related to Mahalakshmi, and Sattvic would be related to Mahasaraswati. These are the three gunas through which we manifest. Thank you. So you understand that reference framework. Then sharing the knowledge of, so we assume we will become Atmajnani. By the time you finish with this temple in your life, you will know your Atman. That much she said and it will happen. If you continue to grow, come here to Kundalini temple. So you will wake up in Kundalini. Just a matter of time. And many of you have woken up and have communicated